Hey, minimum effort here. Hope you're all doing well. We are going to get straight into this deck because, as you can see by the stats, this deck has run 10 games in a row for us. I was not expecting this at all. I wanted to make a fun deck for Hydro Man. Yeah, very, very surprised by this deck and how well it's performed. Basically, let's just look at the deck. What I wanted to do with Hydro Man is just kind of lean into him and say, okay, what is the best thing you can do with Hydro Man? Because the effect of Hydro Man, I'll go back to him quickly. Obviously, he's a 5 cost, 8 power card. With the on reveal, set the cost of each deck's top card to 1. So that's obviously very good for you, but potentially you're doing that for your opponent as well. But with a Wiccan deck, if you hit the Wiccan curve, on turn 5 you have 7 energy, which means you can play Hydro Man first, and then Cable. Now, even though it doesn't say it in the text, what Cable does, it says, yes, draw a card from your opponent's deck. Cable always takes the top card from your opponent's deck. So if you play Hydro Man first, you reduce that top card to 1 cost, and then with Cable, you steal that 1 cost card. Now, obviously, that's a difficult kind of combo to line up in this deck. But obviously when that happens, that's very good, because then on turn 6, you've got extra Wiccan energy, you've got 2 1-cost cards, plus, in this deck in particular, one of your big finishers, and we'll get to these as we kind of go through the deck. But yeah, that's the best thing you can do with this deck and with Hydro Man, right? What else you can do with Hydro Man is if you play Black Widow at any point, obviously, hopefully on turn 3, because it's a Wiccan deck. If you play Black Widow on 3, you play Hydro Man on turn 5, and then you activate the Black Widow, that will stop your opponent from drawing that 1-cost card that Hydro Man has created for them. That's another thing to do. Also, there's Mobius, because obviously if you play Mobius, the cost of that card that gets reduced to 1 then goes back to its base cost, because that's what Mobius does. But yeah, this deck just works really well, and I'm not even totally sure this is like the finished version. I think there's probably, because of what we're doing with Hydro Man and these other combos with it, I think we need all these cards, maybe except for Galacta. I think Galacta is one that could potentially be swapped out. But yeah, I just liked having the extra power with Galacta, so that's why she's here. But yeah, like I think if you needed maybe Stardust for a different tech version, Stardust could be okay. But yeah, this deck was incredible. Yeah, 10 wins in a row. Also, I've got to say, one of the games we win is against the guy I play regularly on ladder, who I absolutely hate. So, and we got 4 cubes off them, so I was very happy with that. Let's run through the deck. So obviously Quicksilver, because it's a Wiccan deck, you don't need me to explain too much about this. Quicksilver, you play Quicksilver on turn 1. Lovely. Cable is obviously here for that Hydro Man combo. I do just like Cable as a 2-cost card that you can play. I suppose if you're not drawing Wiccan, if you're not drawing Galacta for that turn 4, steal a card, disrupt what your opponent is doing. I kind of like Cable as kind of a good 2-cost card anyway. But yeah, in this deck he has a very specific purpose for that Hydro Man combo. And then turn 2, obviously we have Domino. We want to play Domino. Domino is a 2/4. That's great power. Yeah, and then what you kind of want to do with these cards as well is start building a lane. So Quicksilver and Domino can probably go in the same lane, obviously depending on what locations you get. But yeah, you want to build a few cards into a lane, because we are playing Think First Steps, as we'll get to. But yeah, Domino, obviously having Domino on turn 2 keeps those cards going for that Wiccan curve. And then we're in the free drops, so yeah, like Black Widow, obviously great with the Hydro Man combo. Also just good to stop your opponent drawing a card that they might potentially need. This is why I usually save Black Widow for the final turn, to stop them doing what they want to do if they are waiting for that card to be drawn. I mean, you can activate it earlier, but obviously you want to hold Black Widow for if you get Hydro Man, because then Hydro Man is a very good combo to play. So yeah, Black Widow. Mobius, just for that, it's a kind of a tech option all round, but obviously Mobius works with the Hydro Man combo. So yeah, Mobius kind of a double purpose in this deck and a really good 3 cost to have, especially from by turn 3. You should have a pretty good idea of what your opponent is playing, and if you need to play Mobius to counter what they're doing, like if your opponent drops Iron Patriot on turn 2, you can probably drop Mobius on turn 3, because then regardless of if they win that Iron Patriot lane, then you're going to stop that card from discounting whatever it is. So yeah, Mobius, very, very good card to have. And then Mercury, because one of the big 5s that we're playing is Cannonball, and it's still such a powerful combo in the game. Also, Mercury has that added kind of benefit of being a tech option against move. If you see, obviously, by turn 3, your opponent is playing move, you can play Mercury where you need to stop them from moving. Yeah, Mercury, a very, very good card at the moment to have. And then Galacta, yeah, like I said, like Galacta is here because if you don't get Wiccan for turn 4, okay, what else can you do? Galacta on turn 4, because you can then focus on getting your cards power elsewhere. And Galacta is very important, like I say, if you start building one lane with, let's say, Quicksilver, and then Domino, or the 3 cost in that lane, and then you put Galacta into that lane as well, what you're then building is you've got 3 cards in that lane. You have a space, which can be Think First Steps, because if you play that on 5 or 6, that's going to be potentially a lane winner by destroying a card that your opponent has in that lane, because that's still pretty good power with those cards. And obviously then Galacta is still putting power into the other lane that you might still need to win. So yeah, Galacta is an option, but like I say, potentially you could swap Galacta out. I mean, even there is obviously a lot of cards at the moment that Shadow King works well against. You don't want to be playing Shadow King on turn 3 necessarily, but you might think, okay, I wouldn't mind having a Shadow King in the deck, because then if I do get the option with extra energy with Wiccan or something, or even a 1 cost Shadow King that you can play over 5 cost on turn 6, that's potentially good as well. So a few different options, but I like Galacta, like I say, for that extra power. And then Wiccan, because if you can hit the Wiccan curve, you're getting obviously those combos with, even if you don't have Hydra Man, playing a 5 cost card that you have that can directly impact what your opponent's doing, plus the cable to just steal a card. That's really, really good. So yeah, Wiccan, if you can hit that Wiccan curve, very, very strong, and probably you should snap on that if you get it as well. And then yeah, Cannonball, love this card. Yeah, Cannonball, obviously with Mercury, very, very good. Even without Mercury, if you can kind of lock down a lane, and your opponent has played all their cards in one lane, and you're safe in that lane, you have enough power there because of Think First Steps or whatever else you've got, and then Cannonball can just tidy up another lane with just moving a card out of the way, but ideally with Mercury destroying it. Cannonball's such a good card, even with the nerfs to this combo, this still works, and I do love this combo. I love that this is still in the game. I know a lot of people probably don't, but it is a kind of commitment for, you're playing Mercury on turn 3, you're playing Cannonball on 5 or 6, and what else can you do, because you're kind of using that 1 card a turn. But yeah, Cannonball's such a good card. And then Cosmic Ghost Rider, just as a tech option that has really good targets that you can hopefully take out. I mean, if you are seeing a lot of ongoing, you could switch Cosmic Ghost Rider for Enchantress. That is the only change I would make, because yeah, Cosmic Ghost Rider really, really good. Yeah, you'll see there's a few games where Cosmic Ghost Rider has great targets, takes them out. I think there's one where we take out a Gore and an Iron Man in the same lane, and yeah, they're not winning that lane anymore. So yeah, Cosmic Ghost Rider, excellent card. And then the Think First Steps, like, I really like the Think First Steps, because again, you're looking at these cards that can be lane winners, because we're not playing 6 cost cards in this deck, we're only playing those 5s. And I think these are the best 5 cost cards in the game, that's why they're here. And the reason for that is because they can win lanes by doing what they do. The Think First Steps goes to hopefully a 5-10, even if it's not, even if it's a 5-8, it's still destroying something that is less power than it. And that can be enough to win a lane, especially with the power you've got already in those lanes, in that lane, with your consistent cards that you've been dropping into it. So yeah, the Think First Steps, really strong card, really like what it does in this deck in particular. And then Hydra Man, I mean, 5-8 is really good stats, first of all. Obviously, yes, there is the risk of giving your opponent a 1 cost card if you're not getting Mobius if you don't get Black Widow to stop it. Sometimes you can run that risk, because if you still have 5-cost cards in your deck, which is why I always recommend playing with a deck tracker so you can see what cards are still left in your deck. What can we draw? If you have a Cannonball in your deck, if you have a Thing First Steps in your deck, they are obviously the cards you want to target to be your 1-cost cards drawn by that. But sometimes, like, if it's a Mercury and you just draw it and you play it, that's fine. That's a 1/4, that's not too bad. If it's a Black Widow, it's a 1/3. But then, like I say, with your other 5-cost cards, you're still looking to win those other lanes. And 5/8 Hydro Man can go to a 5/10 if obviously if Galacta has been played. But yeah, like Hydro Man and that Cable combo is really good. But yeah, like Hydro Man in particular, I've been surprised by him. He's been a really good card, as you'll see in this deck when we play him. We do get good benefits from him, and we can counter the effects with Mobius and Black Widow quite well. So yeah, really like Hydro Man in this deck, and yeah, still shocked that we won 10 games in a row. Like, it's weird because I find like the deck I brought you last, I think, was the Prowler move video, which I really love that deck, and I'm still playing it, still having a really good win rate with it. And even though we didn't win 10 games in a row with that, we still did very, very well. And it's just such a different deck. Like, it feels different playing this deck because you're not totally. I was never like totally convinced I was going to win all these games, but these are very good cards, and you can't really discount that. Like Cosmic Ghost Rider, a great tech card. Cannonball, a great lane winner. Thing First Step's a great lane winner, and you're getting the extra energy with Wiccan and doing all this other stuff. Like, yeah, this deck's really good. Really taking me by surprise. So yeah, please play it, because I would love to see more people playing this deck to kind of let me know how they get on with it as well. So shout out to Weeksy and Spectrumix from the Snap Judgment League Discord, because they played this deck as well, because I posted it there and they played it and they did really well with it as well, which makes me think, okay, there is definitely something here. So yeah, a really good deck. Please give it a try, let me know how you get on. Please remember to subscribe to the channel down below if you've liked this. I'm trying to bring you as many videos as I can each week with new fun decks like this one. I'm also going to try and bring you a season preview video, because the new season starts on Tuesday. I will aim to post it on Monday, with just looking at the new cards that are coming out and kind of giving them a score, but also looking at kind of what you can do with those cards, what are the key kind of decks and archetypes you can put those cards in. So if you like those sorts of videos that other content creators do, I'm going to try and bring you one as well. So yeah, enjoy these gameplay highlights, some very good gameplay highlights here. Like I say, please enjoy me beating someone I absolutely hate. Love to see it. And yeah, thanks for watching, and cheers. See you next time. Okay, cool. So Galacta and Mercury in hand. Warrior Falls. We have got Wiccan, so we are going to hit the Wiccan curve with Mercury. Oh yeah, Warrior Falls. Interesting.
What are the
Sinister
odds?
London as well, so we can get 2 Wiccan hits with Sinister London. I might not even mind 2 Mercuries. I mean, 2 Galactas is also going to be good, but I think we need to keep this lane free for Wiccan and potentially other cards as well. So Domino on the right. They've played Domino, but no Quicksilver. Okay. Copy that. So they've got a Galacta or a Wiccan, and we have got an Ajax. I see what they're trying to do here. Cosmic Ghost Rider might be very useful for that if they do have some unreveals. So yeah, let's drop the Mercury on the right. And then we can double Wiccan, which will give us 9 energy. They play Cable. How rude. 2 Cables. Double rude. Okay. I mean, we've still got pretty good cards here, and we've got Cannonball to go with Mercury. So yeah, double Wiccan. They play the Thing First Steps. No way. Oh, I love that card. Right, we might need to Cannonball earlier then. We might need to Cannonball earlier, in which case... Or are they going to fill this turn? Or we play Cosmic Ghost Rider now as our Sinister London card, because it could hit both of these and it could hit both of these, so they're not going to get any more power. We are not going to have a Hydra Man card, but obviously turn 6 we're going to have 10 power, which is Ajax and Cannonball. I mean, that sounds pretty good. Let's do that. So it's a double Mr. Fantastic, Pedro Fantastic. Go right. Go right. Yes. There we go. There we go. So they have to be 6 power on the right, but we are just going to... I mean, they haven't played any Affliction. This is this is an Arisham deck, that's why. So yeah, let's do Cannonball here, because that will destroy 8 power. They go to 7 power here, that's pretty good. And then we double Ajax. Actually, I think we want to... Let's do double Ajax first, because I think that's going to be probably better for us. Do we want to double Cannonball? No, I think we stick with the more power and the tech here for destroying. Yeah, let's do that. It's only 1 card. The Cannonball destroys. Thing First Steps. Have a rock. It's Hydro Man for 10, which ties mid. But that's not going to be enough left or right. So yeah, double, and we win, even though these guys get destroyed left, that's fine. I mean, if Hydro Man would have gone left, they would have won that lane, actually, by 10 to 9, because Wiccan and Galacta would have both been destroyed, because they were the weakest power cards, but we would have won the tiebreak on the right. So yeah, really, really nice win there. So yeah, double Wiccan, Cosmic Ghost Rider getting a double hit on these cards, really, really good. And yeah, Cannonball mopping up, very good. Okay, cool, we are up against Omnipotent Bunny. Interesting name. Right, Madripoor. Yep, let's absolutely drop Quicksilver into that lane then, because that'll go to a 1-4. We don't really want to be dropping Cable yet. Obviously, Domino can go into this lane as well. We can keep that curve going. We do have the Mercury Cannonball combo as well. We are going to need to put Domino in this lane to stop Kitty Pryde getting an extra buff here. It's a Merlin, okay. Cloning Vats is interesting as well. And a Mobius. Because we have Cannonball, we should absolutely drop Mercury. Do we drop Mercury left? I think we do. I think we drop Mercury left just because we can move it. Are they going to go with double Kitty? No, look, when we're Zombie Scarlet Witch. That's going to be very good for them. That is going to be very good for them. So no Wiccan, so we're looking at Galacta left. So we'll keep getting a buff from here. We might play the Cannonball. We can't play the Cannonball because they've miniaturized lab. Okay, so what we're going to do instead, and we can't destroy anything mid. So Cannonball now has to wait. What else do we get? Can't even move the Mercury, right. So Hydro Man is a risk because we are going to give them a 1-cost card. But what this means is that we can play Cannonball plus one of our 1-cost cards. If it's Thing First Steps or Cosmic Ghost Rider, are we going to have priority? Good chance of getting priority so we can stop the Zombie Scarlet Witches for the final turn. But yeah, let's see. They didn't play onto the double Zombie Scarlet Witch because they can't, because it's been Trials Lab. So, what have they played? Gwenpool. And a Polymorph, which is Gamora, so they do have priority. I mean, that sucks. I mean, that really sucks. It is Thing First Steps, though. So, I mean, this is going to be a lot left. They are going to play cards into this to pump the Horde. Are we going to have enough? Potentially, we could still have enough here. So, yeah, let's play this out. Only played left and right, of course. So it's a scratchy. Itchy and scratchy. They're still quite big left. But... And a polymorph to approximate midnight. That's not a bad hit. But we are going to win right. Because that dies. And then... What are we going to hit? Yeah, we're going to move left. Yep. Merlin takes the hit. Sorry, dude. Yep. That's it. Even without Wiccan getting the Hydro Man, we actually got a really good Hydro Man hit there. So yeah, we could play the Thing First Steps and we could play Cannonball on turn 6, and they are game winners. So yes, very, very strong. Cool. We are playing against Psycho. Now, Psycho is my arch nemesis because he spam emotes every single game that he loses. So I'm really hoping we can win this game. We do have the Hydro Man Cable combo as well. So if we can pull Wiccan for turn 4, we will be laughing. There he goes. He's obviously recognised me. Jin's pretty good as well. Jin is pretty good as well to help us with energy. So let's definitely get a Jin. Haven't played anything yet, mate. There we go, still going. Gamma Lab, okay. Standard deck. Because, yeah, we don't have Wiccan. Obviously, we could potentially draw him next turn. I am going to play Mobius. Actually, I'm going to have 6 energy. No, it's not enough to do the Hydro Man next turn. We can actually... Yes, if we drop the Jin on turn 4, we can do the Hydro Man Cable combo. So let's do that. They've turned off Gamma Lab. Still going, mate. Keep going, mate. Keep going. Do we get Wiccan? Or is it Mercury? It's Cannonball. So yes, let's definitely drop Mercury. Let's definitely drop a Jin as well. Hydro Man Cable. And let's see if we can steal something really good. I would love to steal something really good from this opponent. How are we looking? Marvel's now got Sebastian Shaw. Is obviously a great Cannonball Mercury target, so we don't want to block this lane. I mean, Think First Steps is very good as well. Hydro Man, mid. Table right. We can Cannonball and Thing. Can we do that next turn? 6. We're going to get the 1 cost from Hydro Man, aren't we? Yeah, let's just play these for now. Because obviously it's going to be Surfer, that's what they're going to try and do. Come on, Cable. Steal something nice for us. Steal something nice for us. Killmonger. I mean, that's not terrible. Black Widow has been hit. That's not bad. We don't mind filling our deck at this point. So... And a 1-cost Galacta, so yeah, we absolutely are going to take out the Sebastian Shaw now. We're going to drop the Galacta here, because Galacta into the mid lane for Think First Steps if they do play something there, or we just play the Think First Steps in the right lane. I absolutely hate this guy, let's snap on it. Here he goes. I knew he wouldn't like it. I knew he wouldn't like it, mate. Yeah, they're obviously trying to do Surfer stuff with all these 3s. But yeah, Seba Shaw takes a hit. Enjoy your rock. Galacta. Jin. So, what are they playing? Kang. Which is, and another Kang. Let's see what all these Kangs are now. So we're ahead by 16 there, that's pretty good. So that Kang was Cerebro. And that Kang was Surtur. Cool. Where do we play? Killmonger isn't going to hit anything, is it? So it's just going to be Wiccan and Think First Steps. I think we play it here because we're going to go to 16. We also, well, it's priority as well, isn't it? They need to win another lane, which is why I think we can do that, and they might think that's enough. Because 13 also, yeah, we can't play anything left either. So yeah, Wiccan mid, Think First Steps right. Let's do that. Play 2 cards. Think. This is enough. Depends what else they've played. It is Surfer. An Absorbing Man for a double Surfer. There's not enough left though, is it, mate? Are we going to get ham, egg and chips from this? No, we're not. But yeah. Absolutely. Give this guy, if you see him on the ladder, give him all the emojis. This guy. Where's my emojis gone? Come on. Unbelievable. But yeah. I mean this from the very bottom of my heart, Psycho. Also, yes, we have Quicksilver, Cable, and Black Widow in hand. Very good. Yeah, we might as well play into Stark Industries. That seems like a good thing to do. Mercury as well. If we do suspect our opponent is playing Move, obviously we can drop Mercury down. +5 energy.
Always lucky.
I mean, we can still keep our Wiccan curve, but obviously now this does mean we have to play Cable and a 3. Which do we want to do? I mean, I haven't played anything yet. Maybe we save Mercury just in case. We can play Black Widow here. So if we do get Think First Steps, that could be something to put there. So Nico, not a bad card. Gore. So obviously Gore is now a great target for Cosmic Ghost Rider. So we have the Hydro Man as well, so we can Hydro Man and Black Widow. So let's drop a Mercury right. Let's see what they're going to do. Gore early is Gore and Mystique, I see. Because they have the curve to do that. Now, what can we hit? We have a Cannonball. So yeah, we're just going to drop Nico into Lake Hellas because it's a 1 cost. So let's give that full power. That's pretty good. And now, how badly is Stark Industries going to screw us over? Let's see. So Sandra Nova. And Chavez. Now, what are we getting? That's not bad. I don't think we necessarily mind that. There is Cosmic Ghost Rider. So, in case we draw, let's think about this. So Hydro Man's going to go here, and then we activate the Black Widow. So we're hoping to hit Think First Steps with the Hydro Man card. It's Iron Man. I mean, that is now even better for Cosmic Ghost Rider. So if we can get Cosmic Ghost Rider, and we have Cannonball as well, but obviously we want to see what this 1 cost is. It's just Mobius. But yeah, we are just going to go Cosmic Ghost Rider here. They do have priority, which means they could do something. I'm going to drop the Mobius here as well, just for a bit of cover. Yeah, let's see if this can be enough. They haven't played right. It's an Age of Venom deck, love to see it. It's Surge. Ooh, CGR is about to ruin their day. Ouch. Very, very ouch. I mean, that is exactly why he's in this deck. Because you can shut down front row stuff. With Gore and Iron Man, now don't even count. So yeah, that's a 2-cube win. Did not hit the Wiccan curve. We got the Hydra Man, but it was a Mobius. But we still have very good cards. Like 16 power here is obviously very good, but Cosmic Ghost Rider is one of the best cards in the game. So yeah, a nice win. Hey, there's Quicksilver. Cable and Mercury as well. Miniaturized Lab. Sure. Actually, yeah, in terms of... Mosh Pit's pretty good. In terms of thing first steps, I actually think we want to start filling, obviously, this lane here, because we won't be able to play any more cards into Miniaturized Lab. And Mercury... I think this is interesting for Cannonball. But yeah, definitely Mercury. Galacta. Potentially, unless we can get Wiccan. There's a Hydra Man as well. Okay. So, Galacta. We can go Galacta into Hydra Man. He's got to give them a 1-cost card, of course, and because this is Sauron, giving them a 1-cost something is not going to be great. So do we do it? This thing is going to take 5 power or 2 power, but these decks have a lot of power. So I think we need to run the risk. We need to play Hydra Man and see what we can get. But yeah, this is not... And they filled mid as well. That's interesting. What have they played? Jeff left. Luke Cage. And it's a Cannonball, so they do have priority. But we don't even need to move the Mercury, because we can. Thing First Steps is going to win us this lane, and Cannonball's going to move something from this lane. It will destroy it. So let's absolutely play this. I think we snap on it. Yeah, I'm not sure what else this deck is going to be running. Right, we've got so much power now. It's only 1 power with Shang-Chi. Not a problem. That's fine. Power must be controlled. You are absolutely right, sir. See ya. Off you go. Cool. Yeah. Take something out, mate. Cool. Yeah. Yeah. This is as simple as this deck gets. This is... Yeah, we played... We played 6 cards. We played 1 card each turn. And yeah, this is enough to win. Thing First Steps, lane winner here, destroying it, even though they filled it for some reason. I think they were banking on Shang-Chi winning something in Atlantis, but yeah, Cannonball, man. Even without the Mercury combination, just moving that card out. Cool, 4 cubes. Okay, cool. So, I've just checked our stats. We've played 9 games, and we've won 9 games. Incredibly, yeah. We've had a couple of games where I've snapped and the opponent has retreated. Probably won't make the video, but yeah, obviously we can win 10 games in a row if we win this game. So yeah, let's see. I'm Patriots is interesting. Obviously, Sanctum Sanctorum makes things a bit difficult as well. Asgard gives us a draw. Don't necessarily mind. Mobius is obviously just going to shut down the Iron Patriot stuff as well, so let's do that. Wave, hello. Who has priority here? We do. We could play Hydra Man now. Interesting. I mean, we've got Galacta. It's going to be 10 power regardless, right? So we should win that lane. into Hydra Man here is going to be 10 power, right? So that's pretty good. It's Forge into Chavez, okay. The thing with Cannonball is obviously Cannonball is going to knock something into Sanctum Sanctorum, so that's not what we want. We have got 2 draws. But Cosmic Ghost Rider doesn't have any good targets. So yeah. We can also, if we draw Mercury, we've only got 2 cards in hand. Mercury could be our 1-cost card, so we could do the Cannonball Mercury combo. We're probably going to have to do it in the right lane. So we're going to trust Hydra Man and be enough in the mid. I'm interested about what depth this is. Color Obsidian is obviously a big boy. Obviously a very big boy. So we get a 1-cost card. Please be Mercury. Please be Mercury. So we have to trust, obviously. I mean, Cannonball is going to hit the Color Obsidian, so they'll go to 6. Do we ever, for the most power possible, move Galactomid, Mercury, Cannonball? Yeah, I think it's this. They don't have a way to get into Sanctorum. They've moved the Coal. Interesting. It's a Magneto, which hits the Galacta. Okay, so we are going to destroy Magneto now, but they're ahead by 10 in mid, but we go clear of that. Cool, that's 10 wins out of 10. That's crazy. Yeah. I did not expect this deck to do as well as it has. Yeah, really shocked by this, but yeah, there's obviously something here. So yeah, cool. Yeah, very shocked. Yes, nice.